guys, thought I'd bring another video for you today. It's a story of how my uncle was sorry, it's a little puppy. He's so cute. Just playing with him right now while I'm telling you the story. So if you hear a little bit of whimpering, that's just for him. Anyways, basically, the story starts off of because I have quite a few stories, but I'll just tell two or three, whatever I can fit into the video. But basically, what it was the uncle in question. He's on my mom's side of the family, and he always, at a young age, he always was the one to get in trouble and everything. Because one of the stories I have, this is actually from my mom when they were younger. What it was that they were getting into a fight or whatever, and I'm sorry. It's so cute with the way she's acting. Anyways, okay. What it was the stories one of the stories from her perspective when they were younger started off with they were getting into a fight or whatever, and somehow, I don't know how, but she doesn't remember how, but they got into a topic of who could throw a knife better, or something like that. And then my uncle said something very angrily towards my mom, and my mom proceeded to throw a butter knife at him, and it missed, and it let's just say it hit a fish tank. The fish tank shattered, and in this fish tank were a lot of guppies and whatnot. And it was funny because of it was distressing because a bunch of puppies and whatnot, guppies. But okay, sorry, the guppies. What it was the guppies fell onto the Oh, by the way, I have one more Black Panther thing, and if you guys want to see Black Panther again, I can do another playthrough of it. With a different character, of course. But with what it was the guppies fell down onto the carpet, and this was the old antique carpet or whatever. And it was kind of a little bit comical as the fact is once they fell down onto the carpet, they started flopping all over and everything. And this was the very long fiber carpet, so all you see is just a bunch of guppies flopping over. So both my mom and my uncle were ah, crap. And so they just started shoving guppies into everything that had water in it. And so when my grandma got home, my grandma proceeded to go to the washroom, and then when she opened the toilet, she seen 100 little beady little eyes or whatever looking back at her, and she's it was funny. But later on, I found out, one time when my uncle was over at our house, and he brought a girl over, and he somehow didn't have their audacity and whatnot. And he did it with the girl, the devil's tango. And just, he had no audacity for people or whatever, no self-respect. I'll get into that in a minute, and also you'll know by the title of the video, but, it ended up being where the one night he got really super drunk and whatnot, and he kind of got a little bit mouthy to my dad, and my dad, even though it was my mom's brother, up then smacked him one upside the head, which he deserved, and he's still mouthy now. But after that, of how, a normal person, instead of getting even with someone, normal person would be well, maybe I should just pull a prank on them or anything, or should I just talk to them like a human being? No. What he decides to do, and I'll get into this, The next morning, he's like, F you all and everything. And I left a surprise for you downstairs, and immediately just left. And once we went to go look downstairs, we had a box at the time because we were going through our family pictures and whatnot. The self-obsessed douchebag, I don't know how none of us heard it or how he managed to keep it quiet throughout the night, but him and his little girlfriend proceeded to break all the picture frames and whatnot that had our family pictures and everything. And he proceeded to barf on all of the ones that had my father in this box. And he defecated, or I should just say, he took a ginormous ass crap on the ones that had him. And somehow, and I don't know why he did this, but he somehow took his own, poo and then just wrote on the wall, just F you. And we were just dumbfounded of the fact is, one, it was a grown man that was playing inside of his poo, and also barfed on family photos. And two, even if you're drunk, why the hell would you do that? Even if you're mad at someone, it's just, and then later on, Facebook and whatnot, he messaged us saying, oh, I didn't do that, it was my girlfriend and everything, and I just, he does stuff and expects there to be no consequence. And if you're that type of person that believes that, don't, because whatever you do in this life, there will always be a consequence afterwards. And later on, he actually, later on, and this was not that while ago, it was a year ago roughly, ish. Anyways, he came back, wanted to hang out at our house and whatnot, and he started being mouthy with my dad again, and my dad finally had enough of it and was like, you don't belong here, which I agreed with him. And because, the thing is when he remembered me is when I was younger, is I was the type of person where I didn't like confrontation and everything. But now I'm the type of person is I don't like confrontation, but if I'm going to speak up about something, it's because, one, you're wrong. Two, and it's not because I believe you're wrong, it's just I know you're specifically wrong and you're just being a dick to someone or something like that. And he started being really mean towards my grandmother and mom. And I may have said a few not nice things. I may have said that he's a low life and everything and whatnot. And he's also a 10-bit floozy that girls only want to be with in order to have their not so family friendly thing stuffed. And there's quite a few things that I shouldn't say because this video might get demonetized. But it was such an interesting dude. Sorely the fact being is he just always wanted to have a fight with everyone, and it made no sense. Sorely the fact being is one, why fight with everyone that you're close to? Two, it was, by the way, if I sound off, it's because I got stung by a lot of wasps today, so if I sound a little bit off, that's why. And it was really interesting thing. By the way, I'll show the last part of Black Panther next video. Plus also have some Splitgate for you guys as well. Anyways, love you guys. Hope you guys liked the video. Peace.